Why St Kilda, you say? Maybe because this. This. Don't forget this. These guys. This. And now this. There's a million brilliant reasons to visit St Kilda.
Tice, mate, what a game, what a finish, what a win. Another brilliant Bentley Greens moment.
Yeah, it's just typical with Bentley Greens. As soon as we go into cups, we love going extra time. We don't mind going to penalties, and so it's just a typical cup win for us, really. But once again, the conditions were tough, but I think we also made it hard for ourselves. We created a lot of chances and just got in that front third so many times, and we probably just lacked that little bit of quality in the final third just to kill the game off. And the longer the game went on, they sort of grew a bit as well. So
score the opening goal. Talk us through it.
Take a goal's a goal, I guess. So like I said, the conditions were tough, and I just saw that they had to pass back to the keeper, and I just put pressure on him, and he had a touch, and then as soon as he had that touch, I knew I was in with a chance, and just sort of threw my body at it, and fortune favours the brave, so I'll take it.
And just talking about those conditions, one end had the win, the other end didn't. How tough was it to play with those conditions?
Yeah, it's tough because it's just a game of two halves. Obviously, when you're going into the win, the ball holds up, so balls in behind and things like that can be difficult, and also trying to penetrate and run into that wind. But then when you flip it and you go with the wind, any balls you're trying to play through, they just keep running. So it's sort of about managing that, and I think that's why you saw probably teams have sort of waves of possession in the game where they were probably came at us a bit. But to be honest, if I look back at it, they probably didn't create that many chances, where I feel we did well. We're in the front third a lot of times, so we've just got to be a bit more sharper up there.
Talk us through the shootout, pretty much the perfect penalty shootout.
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, what happened a few weeks ago here at this ground in the Doctor Cup final against Heidelberg, I think the boys learned a few lessons from that and went about things a little bit differently tonight. So it showed that they that especially Scotty, he really stood up tonight when he needed to, and it's a credit to him because he's been working hard, and I'm glad that he's getting a bit of glory for that.
And a great draw for the club next round to get Western Sydney at home.
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, we love playing A-League opposition, and Western Sydney is one of the biggest clubs in the competition. I've got a few friends there like Michael Thwaite and Jared Tyson. Nick Ward's here, so he used to play with them at Perth Glory. So it'd be good to get them in Melbourne and catch up with them all. But obviously, when we cross the right line, we'll be trying to obviously knock them off.
And just finally, do you feel like you can take the momentum of this victory into the latter stages of the season?
Yeah, I think so. These sorts of wins they're morale building for the team. We've just got to keep building on that and grow. We've got a lot of big games coming up. So JA is going to be rotating the squad, and it's just about everyone knowing their role and knowing that when they're needed to be counted on, they've got to put their hands up and really make an impact on the game. And I think boys are doing that, but we've just got to continue it and not get complacent.
Congrats to us.
Great, thanks guys.